Mike is one of those faces you probably wouldn't notice in a crowded room. Always in deli, low voice, quiet gaze. A guy who never made a fuss, but always did what needed to be done. It started simple, very simple. Checkout at a hardware store in Houston. He spent the day behind the counter, serving customers, counting change, organizing shelves. He earned little, and that was precisely why he learned to take care of every penny. While others claimed the salary, he did something more useful. He separated a piece every month and kept it. A discipline that we never see, but that will soon make all the difference. And it was this quiet nod that made him take the next step unhurriedly, but with direction.
Got a job in a FedEx distribution center.
It was the kind of cheating that scared a lot of people. Heavy, with crazy schedules, demanding constant attention. Moss or Mike?
Pegu liked the thing.
Ollie, he discovered a new world, logistics. I learned in practice how the delivery game worked. Route, time, optimization, cost. I began to understand that behind every package delivered to someone's door, there was a whole chain at work. And that fascinated him. I was gaining respect, climbing Devagar. But the most curious thing is that, even with some stability at work, Mike began to worry. He had learned enough to see that he could assemble something of his own. Every time he saw a poorly made delivery or a poorly planned route, he thought, if it were up to me, I would do it differently. And that idea was growing in his head. Until, at the age of 32, he decided to take a risk. I took a modest loan, those that scare only the unplanned. He bought a used van. It wasn't pretty, but the engine was strong. And so, the first draft of what would become his own business was born. I didn't start, it was all on his side. He made the deliveries, he served the customers, he planned the routes, he collected. I literally slept with my cell phone next to me waiting for new order. It delivered to bakeries, neighborhood shops, small e-commerce. Sometimes, the profit did not pay for gasoline, but he insisted. And the insistence began to bear fruit. A customer indicated enough the phone began to ring again. And here I see the dilemma: refuse service or grow. Mike chose to grow, but carefully. He bought a second van and called a trusted friend to drive. The gear was starting to turn. It's interesting how it grew without anyone noticing. While many people in the neighborhood swapped cars or renovated homes at the first sign of money, Mike did the opposite. He lived in the same place, ate at the same pharmacy, and reinvested everything he had left over. When asked why he didn't take a vacation or buy a pickup truck, he just said, "It's not time yet." And that cool head was what made the business multiply. Within a few years, it already had 8 vans rolling around town, a loyal team, and an operation that ran almost silently. But, of course, none of this happened by magic. Mike was the kind of boss who knew exactly how every part of the system worked, because he had done it all himself. He knew how long a delivery took, which route was fastest, which customers paid in days, and which ones we wrapped up. This helped him automate processes, hire accurately, negotiate smartly. And the most curious, even when the business started running without him needing to be in every detail, he remained involved. Not out of necessity, but out of taste. He liked to see things working. And it was there that, at the age of 43, he saw the proposal that would change everything. A group of investors, specializing in urban logistics, became interested in the company. They made a proposal: buy part of the business, keep Mike in operation, but give him a good deal of money. He thought, talked with the family, analyzed everything calmly, as he always did. Tapu sell a slice and ended up with 40%. But the most interesting thing is what he did with the money. No mansion, no imported car. He bought 2 simple properties to rent, applied in conservative funds, and left a good part saved. Security, not status. Today, at 45, Mike is at peace. It has a consistent income from rents, investments, and still profits with the part that keeps the company. It could stop if they leave.
Travel the world, live on the beach, dive.
But no. He continues to live in the same house, with the same old car, eating in the same pharmacy as always. Work a few hours a day, more to keep your mind active than out of necessity. And whenever anyone asks how he got there, he smiles and answers simply,
"The secret."
It wasn't luck, it wasn't genius. It was discipline. I didn't spend when I couldn't. And even when I could, I spent on you. And perhaps there is the most curious point of this story. Mike did not invent anything new, did not create an application, did not go viral on the networks. Just keep it simple, consistently. He worked when no one wanted to, he learned while others ignored, and he watched when everyone was spending. It was crescendoing without making noise, but it got there with solidity. After all, his success is a reminder. Sometimes life doesn't need a big leap, just many firm steps. And, above all, to be ready when opportunity knocks. Because she always hits, the question is, are you going to be prepared like Mike was? Subscribe to the channel.